This is news coming out of East Texas. It's an article from KHOU Houston 11. Says stay in your homes. $22,500 reward for a very dangerous escape killer still on the loose in East Texas. Over 300 law enforcement officers are searching for Gonzalo Lopez, 46, who overpowered a prison bus driver and stabbed him twice before running off. Centerville, Texas. Nerves are on edge in the Centerville area where a Texas prison inmate is still on the loose. Gonzalo Lopez, 46, stabbed a guard, took control of a prison bus, and crashed it before escaping in Leon County on Thursday. A prison spokesperson described Lopez as a dangerous criminal with a violent past. He was sentenced to life for capital murder after he killed a man with a pickaxe in 2005. He was also convicted of attempted capital murder for trying to kill a police officer. He's somebody that's very dangerous, TDCJ spokesperson Robert Hurst said. That's why the FBI and Texas DPS have joined over 300 law enforcement in this urgent manhunt. TDCJ has offered a $22,500 reward for information leading to the capture and arrest for Lopez. We want to get this guy before he does something to someone else, Hurst said.
Myself again, Robert, R-O-B-E-R-T, Hurst, H-U-R-S-T, Public Information Officer, Texas Department of Criminal Justice. This search has now gone past 24 hours for Gonzalo Lopez. I cannot reiterate enough how dangerous this man is and how the public's help is needed in locating him. We've got over 300 law enforcement personnel out here near Centerville looking for him in Leon County in a very rural area, but we still need the public's help. If anybody's seen him, if anybody has any reason to believe he's been on their property, please contact local law enforcement officials by way of 911. Reward has now gone up to $22,500 for his apprehension. It's a lot of money, folks. If anybody has any idea where he is, please consider that reward. I know we all want to play armchair quarterback here, and everybody's kind of speculating about whether he's still in this area, whether he's gotten away, things like that. Let me just throw this out there. If somehow he has managed to get out of this area into another area of Texas, please do not try and take this man on yourself. Please contact the law enforcement agency in the area where you are if you think you've seen him not in Leon County. If he's managed to get someplace else, please contact law enforcement there. Tell them that you think you've seen this escaped convict and you want to get him in custody. Do not try and engage him yourself. He's just too darn dangerous. He's got a capital murder conviction out of Hidalgo County for killing a man with a pickaxe back in 2005. He's got an attempted capital murder conviction for shooting at a sheriff's deputy in Webb County in 2004. He's not somebody that you want to take on yourself. Please, let law enforcement deal with this guy. If he's not in this area, if he's gotten someplace else, please, let law enforcement deal with him.
So how did Gonzalo Lopez escape? Lopez was on board the bus along with 15 other inmates headed for Huntsville for medical appointments when he slipped out of his shackles and stabbed the driver in the hand and chest, authorities said. The driver, Officer Randy Smith, managed to pull the bus over and he and Lopez struggled outside the vehicle. The inmate tried to grab a gun from the driver's holster, but he failed. Officer Jimmy Bringar who was originally in the back of the bus armed with a shotgun, jumped out and shot out the back tires of the bus. Hearst said Lopez then got back in the bus, drove it about a mile, but lost control and crashed it thanks to the flattened tires. Smith and Breingar fired shots at him as he ran across the pasture, but they do not know if he was hit. Hearst said they're still investigating how Lopez got out of his restraints and how he managed to open the secured door inside the bus to get to the bus driver. He used some type of device, we don't know what, some type of device to cut the bottom of the door, Hearst said. He said the other inmates weren't able to get out of their restraints and they stayed on the bus. I bet that was a scary ride for them. 2 officers acted very heroically. The officer that fired the shots with his shotgun into the rear wheels of the bus, that was smart thinking, Hearst said. Had he not done that, there's no telling where we might have this bus right now with 15 or 16 inmates on it. He said Officer Smith is recovering from non-life-threatening injuries. Officer Breingar wasn't hurt. These 2 officers acted very heroically for what they dealt with and how they dealt with it, Hearst said. Residents in the area are being advised to stay in their homes if possible until Lopez is captured. Nearby school districts also canceled classes for the day. So they are not playing. They need to find this guy. Anyone who sees Lopez should call 911 immediately. Centerville is about halfway between Houston and Dallas. Fox 4 out of Dallas is saying the Leon County Sheriff's Office says several agencies are working together to find Lopez, who is reportedly wearing an all-white TDCJ uniform. He was last seen headed across a cow pasture west of Centerville. During the search Thursday, a perimeter was set up around Highway 7 in Leon County, but an active search remains underway to find the prisoner. Authorities are asking the public to avoid the area of Centerville west to Marquay to Buffalo as they work to locate Lopez. Officials say Lopez is serving a life sentence for capital murder out of Hildeglow County, where he kidnapped a man and killed him with a pickaxe, as well as attempted murder out of Webb County, where Lopez shot at an officer. If he is spotted, authorities say immediately call 911 and do not approach him as he is considered dangerous. I would highly encourage anybody in the public to lock their vehicles, lock their doors. We do not know if he has obtained any kind of weapon, said Robert Hurst with TDCJ. Last we saw him, he did not appear to have a weapon in his possession, but who knows what he might have been able to get between the time that he escaped and now. He's a dangerous person, said Robert Hurst, spokesman from Texas Department of Criminal Justice. We have every reason to believe that he's still back here in Leon County somewhere off Highway 7, but who knows? I bet he's out of state. It's been over, this happened on Thursday, and this is 2:45 a.m. on Saturday. But he may still be here. I don't think he would have been able to get across the border. Authorities set up checkpoints Friday in Centerville to look for Lopez. Police could be seen looking inside cars and trucks for the wanted fugitive. We're locked and loaded, said Kristen Nunley. I mean, seriously. That's who we are. We protect our neighbors. We're good. Authorities are using helicopters, horses, and dogs for the massive manhunt. Several agencies are involved looking for Lopez. The public doesn't need to be dealing with this guy, said Hurst. Let us deal with him. Friday evening, a $22,500 reward has been offered for information leading to Lopez's capture by calling TDCJ Crime Stoppers at 1-800-832-8477 or 936-437-5171, or your local law enforcement agency at 911. You can also leave a tip online. So, it wouldn't surprise me if he's out of state. I don't think he would be able to get across the border into Mexico right now. I'm sure that they've got his picture plastered everywhere. But if you see this guy, do not approach him. He sounds like a pretty bad character. I will update as soon as they find him, and y'all have a good night.